All right. I think we're live. I think I won't be feeding back. This is good. How about we play a little music? Thanks, with again, thanks to Goldie. We'll just jam. We'll sit back. We'll just jam a little bit.
Julie's got the colors bright, streaming live all day and night, solving mysteries with style. Spicy foods make her smile.
I see you, Matt.
Paintbrush in her hand so swift, every canvas gets a lift. Clues and puzzles she will find with a pepper on the side. Judy's got this
No
everyone
pepper.
knows, from the
It's no pepper.
easel to the shows. Watch her tackle every twist, spicy truth she won't resist. Canvas comes alive with flair, mysteries beyond compare. She's a teacher, she's a queen, streaming live on every screen. When the spiciest facts unfold, Judy's heart is brave and bold. Art and clues, they intertwine, she'll solve it every time.
Or in about 17 weeks, one of the two.
Judy's got this, everyone knows, from the easel to the shows. Watch her tackle every twist, spicy truth she won't resist.
All right. I love the song. It's a little long right now, especially when I'm the only face on the screen that you see, because that's scary. So let me bring up my buddy who is not feeling well today.
Hi guys. No, I'm fine. I'm better, but yeah.
I will certainly say hello.
Hello.
To yes, Matt, you were first, and Matt, that is rude. It is fine. It's fine. I mean, if I say vajayjay.
What about vajayjay? I was coughing. What about vajayjay?
If I'm saying vajayjay, then Matt can write boobs as the first comment. I mean, and perhaps dog did do it with the bone in the library. I mean, Gia has it solved. She's well ahead of us. And Sue Bear thinks that it's the boyfriend who's actually for the other team, Hector. Yes, Hector.
There's always a Hector.
He might be the one. We'll see. Matt, who's ready for derailment? Listen, we're gonna keep it on the rails today. We're gonna be able to do this.
Lock it down, folks. Lock it down. Lock it down.
James, nice to see you. Gia, I don't get it on much, but I will do it for the stream.
Gia, my darling, how's my dog? Is she wonderful? Give her a kiss for me.
Lisa, good to see you. Sorsha, hey Sorsha, good to see you too. All right, so yes, Cicero's not in here yet, so I can keep it on the rails now. Perhaps. We'll see how long it lasts. But I have like an agenda, and I have, I have things figured out. Gia says back off, witch, so I don't know. Are you gonna take that?
Never.
So how is everybody? Besides Witch having to go, get some stuff for the schmutz.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
What happens when you have a 5-year-old in kindergarten now, and you also work in a school? So it's like a double whammy.
Schools are petri dishes. Absolutely.
I will do my best to not cough on mic. I can't make any promises though. I've been sucking. I mean, I know Ludens aren't exactly like the prime cough drops, but they're just so good.
Ricola. I never enjoyed Ricola.
Let me tell you something. I was craving, because I haven't really eaten too much, but for some reason, and I'm not pregnant, for some reason, I was craving Chinese food and Whitman sampler. So as an adult, I ordered some Chinese food and used DoorDash for Whitman sampler. However, my Whitman sampler backfired. Because they're all dark chocolate. I'm like,
see, now I would appreciate that more than
I know. And it's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, the top layer is almost gone, but preferably I would have gone with the milk. But I'll still take it. And it was so funny because I was telling my parents, and the second DoorDash came in, and I come out, and Mom's like, how you feeling? I said, I'm good. She's like, did you enjoy your Chinese? I said, yeah, I did. And she's like, I'm sorry we didn't have the Whitman sampler. I said, that's fine. As I go to the door and grab my order, and I was like, I already got it. And she's like, what the fuck? How?
They can be like little ninjas. They can
I
be
know.
delivery ninjas.
It was
Speaking of ninjas, look who snuck up on us. Why?
Mark, darling.
Hello, darling.
Oh,
Hello, Judy. I survived.
You did. You did. You looked very, very charming, by the way, and very dashing in his suit. I
Yes,
saw
I
him
did.
wear a suit. People, it is
Wait.
possible. It is possible. I
Mhm.
did.
Unfortunately, this is what I look like now, having survived.
I don't even want to go on camera. That's how shitty I look.
But it's okay because I've got an eagle on. So yeah. So
All
Well,
right,
there you
I'm gonna
go.
go once. All right. Okay,
I
ready?
have the
Get
I
rid of
Can't
that.
Adult Today t-shirt on, which
I
is quite
need
fitting.
that. I need that so much. There she is.
Here I am. Actually, I don't look too bad. Maybe I'll stay on camera.
You
I don't
know,
know,
when
what do
you're
you-
sick, it is okay.
Yes, Sue Beer, this is entirely your fault.
It's always Sue's fault.
Mark
I-
does look like someone that you'd want to have a pint with. Absolutely.
Right?
Oh my God! Don't
Thank you,
talk to
Matt.
me about alcohol. We went out on the first night because we went up there the night before. Obviously, we had to set up early in the morning. So, mind you, I avoided most of the work, so I'm happy about that. And this young girl came out into the bar, and so we're all chatting as a group, and she's saying hello to us because turns out she's our chef.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
So
Don't get her drunk.
naturally,
Yeah,
Don't
don't
get
get
the
her
chef-
hammer.
so naturally, what we did was we took her out until 4 a.m. and got her drunk.
They got her drunk. Naturally. Naturally. He says naturally.
Naturally,
What
because
we
it's
did.
a natural thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we got her back like 4:30 or something like that, and apparently I was singing in the hallways. I've got
And
no
what
idea
were
what
we
I was singing.
singing?
I was
don't-
saying, what were you singing? You were
don't
singing
remember.
"Shall We Dance" from King and I.
I'm a very well be naturally.
I'd sing that right now, but I'm way too sick.
That would be fun.
That would actually be a lot of fun.
Jenna Ortega at the end. There you go. I
Yeah,
mean,
and so I didn't get as drunk yesterday. I sort of finished up by 11 o'clock because I was driving home today. So I didn't break the law, people. It was perfectly fine.
No. I only had 2 drinks, and it was yesterday, officer.
What are we?
Yesterday.
I had quite a bit more than 2 drinks, but
I only had
I'm still fine to
Like,
try.
what did we say? What was that whole thing, Mark? It's like, I just had 1 drink just before you pulled me over.
Yeah.
I'm not
Poor
drunk,
Cicero.
officer. I'm not drunk driven. You're drunk driven.
That's why there are 3
Asshole.
of you in front of me right now.
I'm
Is
gonna
drunk.
knock your lights out as soon as I can figure out which one of you are.
New laptop Raven. It
Ooh.
works. Yay, Raven. It works.
In fact, no, I don't.
I would give anything for video of him drunk at 4 a.m. singing in the hallway. I would love to see
I
that.
think there is video of him drunk
I mean, I could.
on one of the streams.
Saoirse,
email
right?
it to myself.
Isn't that right, dear?
absolutely. Everything.
Yeah, yes, darling. Yeah, there is video footage of that.
I do look pretty sick, James. I know what you're saying, so thank you. I appreciate it.
You look fine, dear.
Well, oh wait, my tongue's really red from the Ludens.
Mm.
I have to go back to school tomorrow.
Really?
Well,
the meds should be kicking in by then.
that's what I'm
right?
saying. I feel a lot better than I did even like this morning
That's
before I
good.
even took the meds. And like my ex had to pick up Jameson like
Send it to
around
Mark
noon because the
Sarcastic
Eagles were
Ghost.
playing at 1. And I said to him, I said, fine, come get him. I said, because I do not have the energy to drive. As much as I would love to spend more time with him, like I'm just there's just nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. So in about an hour, I gotta take these fucking little big ass horse pills. You see how big this is? It's freaking huge.
Amoxicillin or
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
I could say something that could be rudely taken two ways. So I'm not gonna say it. We're just gonna
lock it down.
Okay. I can do this. I can tech.
Matt, I actually love hard cider. That is one of my favorites. Can't have Jameson without James. There you go.
That's right.
Who knew? So are we gonna get to see some video?
What video?
Well, not video, but
Mark, what be?
I'm just getting the. I'm emailing them to myself so that I can get them off my phone to.
All right. Well, y'all, I have done homework.
Just done homework.
I have done homework.
I've done homework too. It turns out that if you drink a whole lot, your ass complains about it all day the next day. But if you keep drinking, yeah,
that's not homework, Mark. That's technically
that's home play.
I mean, I learned something I didn't learn before, and then I learned that my ass could make sounds and smells that just should not exist in the world.
Huh.
Mark, you remember how we've talked about how you should stop talking like 15 seconds before you need to stop talking? Like, you need to cut off your sentences like 3 sentences earlier. Remember, we've had that talk a few times. This is one of those times. It's one of those.
What's the fun in that?
I did the Mr. Bean dance. I got up on a dance floor.
Is there a video of that?
There probably is.
Do I know what the Mr. Bean dance is? Is it reminiscent of Paul Bruno doing the tequila dance? I think they kind of.
I think I can actually send you a GIF of that. Right. So, Mr. Bean dance. Right.
Am I supposed to be able to do something with that?
Yeah,
because this is Judy does tech, which is not good. It's not good.
Judy don't got the tech.
I got great equipment. I do not have the knowledge on how to do it. Oh, Sorsha. Citrosan. Lemon powder flavor mixed with ibuprofen and hot water. I don't know if we have that in the States. Do we have that in the States?
Right, there you go, Judy. I sent you a GIF of it.
Just sounds like emergency.
I only did the first part of it though. The
oh, the legs. I mean, okay, so it's
it's the
yes,
humpy
James.
one.
I got that too. I have great equipment.
Job.
Judy saying I got great equipment. I caught on to that too.
Never mind. We're not going. James, right. I like doing that to other people. You have absolutely no right to do it to me. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
I would love to see Mark do the Mr. Bean dance on a live. That would be funny. All right. So let's see. Hey, we're almost 15 minutes in already, and I'm already derailed. Okay.
Well, that's the point. Derail for the first 15 minutes, and then we.
James, the audacity of you. Oh,
somebody should make a quote book. We need to make a quote book. Yes.
No, we don't.
We are making a quote. No, even better, make a montage. We're gonna make a montage of all the Judy's quotes. Take it completely out of context.
Right. Present she screamed.
I challenge everybody.
No, you
And
don't.
I do. I officially
Yeah.
challenge anybody
there
to
is
make
no
a
challenge
montage of
given.
Judy
Absolutely.
with her quotes out of context. Judy montage. Yes.
No.
My birthday's coming up, and I want that for my birthday.
So
and I
do
want
I.
it presented during my birthday live. You have 2 days, people.
Mark
2.5
already
days.
he already shoots me clips of me completely cracking up. It is his goal to break
That's
me.
funny. Yes.
And let's be honest, it's not that
broke Judy.
hard. Sue Bear, no.
Phrasing.
No,
Phrasing.
Sue Bear.
It is not that hard.
It may very well be.
So
Well, how
we
was the Olive
didn't
Garden?
actually go to the Olive Garden. We went to a local pub
Oh,
and there was
Well, Olive Garden apparently is crap.
it's not bad. I mean, there's better Italian restaurants, but you know, it wouldn't be my
James-
first choice.
James. Stop, James.
Mm.
Stop it. Stop
I
it.
mean, I'm not, defaming Olive Garden here at all. Right, there you go, Judy. There's me looking all dapper.
Look
See?
at you. Look at you. You clean up nice.
I made it up as I went along. Even what do you mean yuck?
Olive
To
Garden's yuck.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
So about Olive Garden,
it-
not you, because I
I'm
saw that.
joking.
It
And,
used to come. It Olive
So this
missed
is
it.
me rather drunk in the wedding.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
You're starting to look a little blurry-eyed.
I was
Your nose
quite,
is a bit red.
quite blurry-eyed by then. In fact, that might have been actually just before we got on the dance floor. So, yeah, that was
James? Dang it. Raven, that was Mark.
That was Mark.
Mark.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Quick synopsis.
It's quite funny
20
that I'm
minutes into
sober now and I look more drunk now than I did then.
Don't we all? The hungover part is, yes, it is definitely the. I don't think I've been drunk enough to get hungover for quite a while, just because my body, like, it shuts me off. My body shuts me off before I can get too drunk now.
I don't
Which
get hungover. I just still stay drunk the next morning.
Yeah, that's
Like, I'm still
what
drunk
I
the
did
next
the
morning.
first night. I was like, yeah, head's a bit sore the next morning, so the pub.
All right, quick
Anyway.
synopsis.
Yes.
We're still on box number 2, I believe, out of like 6. So it's only going to
Good
take,
Lord.
into next year to get this accomplished.
That
But we have
was
solved-
indeed the skin job.
Murder at the Cadence Theatre in 1930s New York. Like 80 some years later, find the body of the actress who went missing, Viola Vane. She was just getting ready to break through in her big career, and then boom, she went missing. So they found a mummified body in a trunk in the attic where there wasn't supposed to be
It
a
was
trunk.
mummified?
Yeah. But they could still from the forensics report, her arm was shattered and her watch was shattered at 5:57 p.m. And
Did it have any jewels in it?
no, but she
Like
had jewels in her
embedded in it?
skull from the cane that was used to beat her brains in.
No, I don't know.
I'm
Could have broken
paraphrasing.
the watch before.
They figure it was time of death. It was all roughly it together there.
I'm joking. I'm lawyer.
The owners of the theater at the time sold the theater to our contact's grandparents, Julia, to her grandparents. So now they found the body. They confirmed it was the missing actress. I am so sorry, Raven. Yum, yum. Smash brains. Pure protein. It's got to be good for you. So the board of the theater is threatening to shut them down if we cannot figure out the mystery and solve the mystery. We know that Viola broke off her engagement to Hector. The boyfriend that we now have the assumption that he was gay, and she was essentially his beard. And based
remember that
on the
term.
letter to the very much involved mother of the victim, Olga, and some other things that
China.
were the JJ, Olga, the JJ.
Yeah, there's an Olga's Diner near me, so now every time I hear Olga, I just think of the diner.
Yeah, that's valid.
Every time I hear Olga, I think of the Kevin Bloody Wilson song. Who diddly old lady? Who diddly old lady?
James, I said we needed blue, but Judy said that would be cheating. I don't think it would be cheating. I think it would be consultating. Yes, that's a word. I just made it up. What are you going to do about it?
Or consulting, one of the two. It's one of the two. It's
consultating sounds cooler and it's fun to say.
All right. Progeny is going to jump all over me for this. Consultating is as valid as conversating is. As a not, we converse.
I could inculcate you.
That is
invigilate.
Invigilatingly. Yeah, whatever.
All right, so the ciphers, I actually printed off the ciphers because I'm like, what am I missing? All right, we have the stage direction cipher that none of us have been able to properly figure out quite yet. But I'm wondering now if we need to do it. Hey, Tommy Temper, welcome in. I'm wondering if we need to combine it somehow with this in a way that we haven't done it yet. So what we need to do today is we need to go through the police report and knock out one of the suspects. I have an idea, but y'all have to make sure that I'm like on the right track. So I have the police report summarized because it's only 10 pages, but it's like every other page is blank, so it wasn't even that long. There is still a delivery note cipher that we have not solved yet, but it's like this kind of cipher. Raven, James, can you drop a link to Griff Kai's Discord? Can you be an actual mod, James? Drop a link.
James, a mod? Never.
I know. Listen, Progeny the one that made me make him a mod. I mean, and I listened to her.
Hang on, that's what she said.
You get to clip that one for him. That's not mine. I'm just saying. So for that actual cipher, they said put MNO in the top right-hand corner. So I'm just not sure where the other letters go.
Well,
so
we should probably read the guide again.
I mean, the code is written with the stage directions. I'm like, okay. Oh, you don't have Discord yet, Raven. Well, let me tell you, it's the code for stage directions is this. These are the stage directions. And then in the cipher, in the cipher explanation, they also had this one written down, which is basically a telephone keypad, right? So MNO gets shifted to up there based on what it said for this particular cipher. So
the problem is with us.
Where do the rest go?
I tried that one. It made no sense. It was gobbledygook again. Now, don't get me wrong. Some codes could be two codes in one. So I mean, we could.
It could be like you code it and then you uncode it and then you code it back again. Which I'm like, okay. I had Progeny write down the lockbox delivery site, what the code was, and I at least knew for the upper left, or for that, yeah. So it said put M&O up here.
Yeah, did we have any numbers? I mean, did we have any other number references with that?
No. So I put M&O in this corner, and I at least out of the UL 1, 2, or 3, I then put M&O, and there's just not enough for me to even get anything from it because there's just not enough there. And Progeny's handwriting is very small, but so I'm gonna put that one to the side for right now. But it's the delivery note lockbox graphic on the Discord server if anybody wants to play with that. All right, so 2 things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Stage Whispers article, which is on there. And of course, that's like, page 6 from the Times or whatever. It does talk about Raven switching computers is so challenging. I mean, I know how to stream, not well, but I know how to do it from this computer. I don't want to even try it on another one because I'm too old for that and I text so badly. All right. So it talked about Evelyn Kittredge taking Viola's place in the play. And as we may recall, Evelyn Kittredge ended up becoming Julia, our modern day contact.
Oh wait, what's her name?
Evelyn Kittredge.
Evelyn?
Evelyn.
I think it's Evelyn. Because now you're saying Evelyn, which is
Evelyn
like
sounds
the bad chick
British.
from Masters of the Universe. Kudos to anybody who knows who that is.
I have the power. Okay.
Yeah,
So Kittredge,
Evelyn.
Kittredge married Julia's grandfather, became her grandmother. So young starlet who's getting all this press, Ira was the director of the play. They married and begat eventually.
Begat?
It's a biblical term. Pushed out. Eventually Julia came
like
into the world because of
inculcating.
that. So, and the only other thing that Stage Whispers article talks about is this is the shift between live theater and film, the talkies film. So, is theater gonna survive, or is everybody gonna leave New York for Hollywood and be in the movies?
We had the walkies and then the talkies.
The walkies and the talkies. So they do have a quote from George. What is it? George Erickson. George Erickson, who was the current owner of the theater at the time of death. Talking about you essentially have to go big or go home in order to keep live theater alive. So
That's what she
begat. Said. Raven begat, not became. Begat is to give birth to. All right.
Really?
So
I didn't know that was the name for it.
it's in the it's in the Bible.
Bad ideas.
It's in the Bible. Like so and so begat so and so who begat so and so. It like traces the lineages. That's why it's in my brain. All right. I have notes.
That. Oh,
I got
shit, she's got notes. Notes, people.
This is the distillation. This is the distillation of the police report. So as we may remember from the 5 minutes that I read last time, Olga came home. Olga, the victim's mom, came home in the morning.
Where the hell did I put Griff Kai's thing?
She apparently was catting around all night.
There it is.
So scandalous.
Very. Found Viola missing and called the police saying, missing person, something foul happened to my daughter. Find her. Which is an think immediately that something bad happened as opposed to She is a grown woman. She could have stayed out all night just like you. But we'll put a pin in that.
Hmm.
Bed not slept in, no personal effects missing. I can't believe this is happening again.
Again.
That's a quote.
Mm.
That is a quote from Olga. She had, and when pushed, she said she left for an extended rest cure.
Rest cure?
In the early 30s. Why were women sent away for an extended rest cure?
They were put in the asylums.
Or giving birth. One of the two.
I like my idea better, but yours does make more sense.
Hope you're feeling okay, hun. I have
or they were giving birth and then spent the rest of their life in an asylum.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, because giving birth can make you go crazy sometimes.
Raven,
especially when you're unmarried.
Raven, you are not wrong.
Apparently,
it is. We don't kink shame here.
We kink raise eyebrows.
Excuse me. So
I absolutely raise eyebrows.
They apparently, Olga and Viola didn't speak for 4 months, but now they are reconciled and they've lived together since September. This is now November. So wait a minute. Lived together. Yeah, since September. So 3 months earlier would be August? September, October. No. June. Would it be June?
Wait.
June is when they reconciled. And now lived together since September. And this is all happening on November 7th, 1934, the morning after she passed. And according to the police report, Miss Olga was out all night, arrived back shortly before 10 shortly after 10 on the 7th. So she was no walk of shame there. She proudly strutted.
Mm-hmm. Gallivanted even.
Invigoratingly.
So she demanded of the police that they go to the theater and interview everybody there. Oh, Griff Kai is posting. She's just not here right now. It's fine. She's on a river cruise.
I don't have snacks, but I do have cake. I have wedding cake. That I haven't eaten.
Did you bring enough to share? I mean, rude. Fine, be that way. All right. So the next day,
not so much.
The next day, the police.
Were 4 wedding cakes. That's how bad it was.
4?
Yeah.
Like regular
they
size
get progressively
wedding cakes?
Smaller, right?
Or just little ones?
Well, I mean, they're sort of, yeah, I mean.
How many people were at this bloody wedding?
I don't know, not that many. Actually, there were quite a few of them. Funny story. I'm going to derail the entire conversation right now. But we had a buffet after the main meal, and I walked up and I'm in the line for the buffet and get to the buffet, and I hear this voice behind me. Did we go to school together? And I turned around, and there's this girl I haven't seen for the past, when did I leave school? Nearly over 20. No, 21 years ago. Oh my god, I feel old. I haven't seen her for 21 years.
I just celebrated my 20th high school reunion, so
I know. I mentioned that to her. I was like, I haven't seen this girl for like 21 years, and she recognized me, and I recognized her. But yeah, we were in school together.
Wow.
So, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yet no one would recognize me from my high school because I was cute back then.
Stop it. You are still adorable now.
Judy can do things. Nobody else can do things. I mean, honestly, no. I mean, it's restricted. I did try.
Oh, Okay. Hey,
Huh?
Mrs. Tom.
Hi, Mrs. Tom.
I hope the link works.
Sorry, Mark.
I have
Yeah,
no
cool,
idea.
cool story, bro.
Was she from Canada? All right. So the next, pull it back. Pull it
Pull it
back.
back.
Okay.
Pull it
There we
back.
go. I finished derailing for a bit.
Well, no, I appreciate that because you allowed me to get Grip Kai's Discord.
Oh, Raven, I'm 39 on Wednesday. Me and Raven will
40s,
share a
40s
birthday.
are a powerful decade, Witch, for a woman.
God, I hope so.
They are.
Lord.
My 30s have kind of sucked. Kind of.
40s is a good decade. Would you say so, Raven? Because I think, I mean, I'm just a few years behind you, but so far, like, aging hasn't bothered me now. It just doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, bring it on, baby. I have seen things, I have been through things, and I have overcome. I got this. So yeah. But then I'm warped, and we know this. All right. So the next day, November
day.
8th, 2:30 p.m.
Hey, Mrs. Tom. And hey, everybody. Oh my God, Lisa's here.
Yeah, Lisa's been here. Lisa, I think
Lisa
Lisa's
says the
been
40s are great. See, 40s.
Wow.
See, Sorsha. Yep. It's all good. It's all good.
I told her and Lemon Tart to behave over the weekend, although I made the mistake of not clarifying whether I
Right.
meant
You of
good
all
behavior
people should
or bad
know
behavior.
what that means when you say behave. You're like, well, you never really specified how I should
So,
behave.
Yeah,
So you have
I
no one to
buggered that up.
blame but yourself on that one.
was
Cicero
my
put it
bad.
well. 40s are freeing. Absolutely. Wait till you get to the 50s.
I'm 37, getting closer to 50.
50s, you have no F's left to give. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I've
All
got
right.
none of them anyway, so fine.
So they went to the theater the next day in the afternoon, and George Erickson is the current owner of the theater at that time. Ira Adler was the director, who he later sold the theater to after Viola went poof. All right. So George, in speaking with the police, wife Ruth had come with baby in tow. So she has a young baby. And if you remember from the letter that Viola sent to Darling, we still don't know who to. We might figure that out today. She said that Ruth came at her, and now was not a good time for that. I was wondering if Ruth had said anything to you about me lately. She pulled me aside earlier today and told me in no uncertain terms that she wished I had never been cast in Duo. I asked what she meant, but she just said I should be ashamed of myself and stormed away. I generally have no idea what that was about. Have I done something to offend her? Is it the stress of her pregnancy making itself manifest? That letter was from a year ago. So 11 of November of 33, apparently Viola had a confidant in the theater that wasn't well known. I mean, she was writing in code to this person.
Wasn't well known by the
cast and crew is what I'm guessing. All right. So wife comes in with baby in tow. Okay. George called a break. Rehearsal resumed at 5 p.m. Olga busts in with her cane, tried to accost her daughter with her walking stick.
Oh, accost.
Fight was, and this is George saying this now. Fight was broken up, rehearsal canceled. Viola went to her dressing room to have a bit of a breakdown. Now, here's a name that I saw for the first time. Joseph Sampson. He was the stage manager. He left to go get, this is still George reporting this, went to go get flowers because Viola, it would hopefully make her feel better. Yeah, Matt, I wish my body were like 20s with the wisdom of my 50s.
Right.
So George didn't see him return until he had locked up the theater at 6:15. George never saw him return. So Joseph Sampson is a new character here. All right. Now, Evelyn Kittredge. She did I say Evelyn again?
Yes, you did.
Evelyn. Evelyn. She went to console Viola at about 5:30, returning personal items that were left on the stage, including the cane, which is the murder weapon. So they wrestled the cane out of Olga's hands, dropped it on the stage, and hustled her out. But the cane gets delivered to Viola's room by Miss Kittredge. She left hurriedly about 5:45 for dinner, and that timing was confirmed by George.
5:45. What was the time on the watch again?
5:57.
Okay, so we're presuming that she didn't deliver it a bit more closely than
it is confirmed. It's confirmed by another person that she left before time of death. Hector Rowland, the now ex-fiance, because I believe they split up like February of this year. But he said, yes, we broke off the engagement, but we remained friendly. He is relatively sure that Olga was drunk because he saw her pounding on the door to be let back in after she had been hustled out. And he actually left through a side door to avoid her.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
The jewels encrusted onto this cane,
Yes.
are they all over that part of the cane, or are they just kind of like on the side?
There were some cabochons, and one of the cabochons they found embedded into her skull and brain matter.
Right. So I'm saying, but on the cane itself, before it gets bashed into her skull,
did they really say
what
it looked like?
They
only gave dimensions.
Because if it's all over the handle, if the jewels are all over the handle, what if, say, because she's drunk, right? What if she just tripped and just impaled herself onto the cane?
Well,
there were defensive wounds on her arm, so
Yeah.
they think it was actually murder because, like, her arm bones were busted up too.
Not only that, but how would she? She tripped and fell on her own shears. I mean,
yeah. I mean, accidents happen every day.
Accidents happen all the time. What makes you think it was murder?
Because that's what the forensic report said. Besides
know
that,
that's
it
what
wouldn't
the
be much
forensic-
fun for the
but
box if
I
it
just
weren't a
want
murder.
I just want to point out, if she fell and tripped on her own shears, how did she then also fall and dump herself into a container?
The trunk? And move the trunk, which I'm getting to.
I don't think I was here for the trunk part, so.
She was found inside of a large trunk.
Wait, you didn't see the
in
body?
The attic.
No, I didn't see the body.
Oh.
We should update her on the body.
Yeah, I think I left before we talked about all that.
Raven, have you finished your dinner? Because I don't. The body is. Mark, if you can find that picture.
God. Is it in the Discord?
Yeah, it's in Griff Kai's Discord. So now Joseph Sampson. Well, we're going to start calling him Joey because
Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. We're making progress, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Making progress. I'm not allowing this to be derailed. Locking it down.
Lock it down, people.
And no. I'm gonna answer a question. No puppies this week.
Wait, the cane was inside the trunk. Well, that's dumb. Who would do
We
that?
weren't allowed to take them.
Someone trying to get rid of evidence.
Oh, there we go. Murder mystery.
Just throw it in the Thames or wherever they are.
The Hudson.
Yeah. Nothing is gonna be found in the Hudson. Fuck that. Nothing will be found in the Hudson.
Oh, there we go. There's a body, right? Okay.
Has everyone had their dinner? Where is it?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Lock it down, man.
I'm locking it down.
Lisa, I object to the lack of
Locking
puppies
it
as
down.
well. Absolutely. I object to the lack of puppies.
Yeah, they were going to let us take the pug and the frog, but
wow,
they changed their mind.
Picture.
Holy
inside
shit.
the chest,
Oh, it's
inside
detailed.
the trunk. And, thank you for that close up because it was. I mean,
Like,
the
the
far off
hole
view
is, like,
wasn't
So wait,
enough.
is
somewhere up
the hole
here,
in
I
her
presume?
cheek? What's that in her cheek?
Just mummified
Oh,
stuff.
it's very nicely preserved.
hole
Her hair
should
looks
probably
great for
be-
being 80 years dead.
I know, right?
Nice little coverlet over her shoulders. Apparently, she did kind of ooze down into the
defensive
newspapers
mark.
that were underneath her.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
It gives me
Interesting.
great satisfaction that knowing that someday some people are going to look like that.
Mm. Yep.
I won't ask who.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock it back down again. Okay, because
Lock it down.
I'm not crazy.
because Joe Sampson, stage manager, he said he knows the fight happened exactly
moist?
5:13. The fight happened at exactly 5:13 because it's his job as stage manager to note these things. He left to buy flowers roughly 10 minutes later, so we'll say 5:23. And George told him, go to this store, go to this florist shop for these roses. But it took him some misunderstanding with his order, meant that it took over an hour for him to get them and get back to the theater. So when he returned at 6:30, he found it empty. And when he looked inside of Viola's dressing room, the trunk was gone. That was a big red flag for him because why would she move her trunk unless she was leaving for a long period of time? Moist. Oozy. You're welcome, Cicero.
Oh my.
Solid and moist.
All right. So Joe, as stage manager, keeps the books, keeps the ledger. You may recall that the ledger that I deciphered the last stream talked about, where did I put it? It talked about the gifts and stuff like that. So Lisa, that's a real question. I think my reading of the police report is that Joe went to pick up just like a regular order of roses, but then there was confusion over, is this like a regular standing order or is this for something else? I don't know if the delay was deliberate or not. It could have been. It could be that someone was playing hinky with that. That could absolutely be.
Wait, who went to pick up the roses?
Joe
new person.
Sampson, the stage manager. So Joey, Joey, how's it going? How you doing?
So
because when we went through the ledger last week,
was he doing that while she was getting another delivery,
or he was getting the flowers, I think, while she was getting killed, is what happened. Because the ledger that I saw last week had liquor
what time
sales.
did he leave?
He left at basically 5:23.
Okay, so
well
he
before time of
claims
death.
Yeah, okay.
The ledger from last week showed liquor sales that was in code for $1,500.
That's a lot.
That seems high. And the note also in code was
I'm not gonna
everything's
lie,
going
I
to
could
be
drink
okay now that you're coming back. And that date was October 7th. So we're talking just a month before time of death. Yes. Then 10/10, legal fee for Viola contract get in touch about loans. These are all the things that weren't coded. So he didn't want them easily seen by someone just perusing through. They would have to solve the cipher like I did.
No, Lisa, this is not during Prohibition. Wait, was it? When did Prohibition end?
1934.
Oh, good
It
question.
ended in the 30s, right?
It didn't last long because
like-
apparently we can't be without our alcohol as the United States.
Yeah. Like,
I think it started. It was not long after the First World War, so it was
right.
quite early on 20s. But I don't remember when it ended.
I'm pretty sure it was the 30s. Or almost the 30s. I think it lasted like 12 years. I don't know. I could totally be talking out of my ass. I have no clue. I'm sick, so I cannot be held accountable for my false facts.
I don't remember much about US history in the 20th century.
I did say 80 years, but I think I was that was a bit much because this was what, 1934. So I was oh shit, I was close. I said 12 years. Thank you, Lisa.
So a year before.
Okay. So this is after Prohibition then. Okay.
Yeah, like right after.
Kevin Costner enforced it along with Sean Connery. Let's be honest. All right. So then a few days after that, he had an entry also in code for gifts totaling $30. And the legal fee Viola contract was a negative $15. So that was a payment. Get in touch about loans. And then 2 days later, gifts in the amount of $30 being paid out. And call bank about mortgage. I'm going to guess at the theater. I guess. And then a week after that, loan 30% interest, which that is high. 30% interest is high for $1,500. So if Joe is writing those things down in code and Viola is writing to someone in code, yeah, $15 in 1934, according to inflation calculator, is about $1 million, according to James K. So is that $15, $1,500? You mean? I'm going to assume. Not just kidding. James, the audacity. All right. So Joe doesn't seem to be present at the time of death. That may be on purpose. It may not be. We don't know yet. But he did seem to have a soft spot for Viola. Viola definitely was communicating to somebody in code, and Joe seems to like codes. And now we have director Ira Adler, who is the current owner's grandfather. He missed the fight entirely because he was on the phone of trying to straighten out his future. No silly clerical mistake was going to mess up his future. He was going to straighten it out because it had to be straightened out right then and there.
Who went to the asylum again?
Viola went on a rest cure. We don't know where she went.
When was that?
That was in 1933, so a year before her death.
Maybe that's why they split up then. I mean, maybe she knew the stage manager a bit more than she claims, and jealous husband.
She did come back alive from the rest cure, Lisa. Mental breakdown, unwed mother giving birth. We have a couple options there. We don't know for sure yet.
Maybe that's why they even agreed to marry. Maybe it was to cover for
Raven. I want to say she was like 21 at time of death, so she would have been late teens or early 20s at that time. So Ira Adler was interviewed. He said he missed the fight with Olga. He missed all that because he was on the phone with a restaurant trying to straighten out dinner. He heard some sort of scuffle or row from a dressing room right before
It's
6.
pronounced a row.
Row.
It's a row.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Row,
Absolutely.
row, row, your
So
boat.
right before 6, and he heard the service elevator running, which was odd because they don't normally run that, especially not during performances because it's so loud. So, Mrs. Tom, it might be, yeah, definitely.
Wait,
Definitely too young for
what was loud?
menopause. The service elevator. So here's what I'm from.
So
from a
somebody was
different
using
source.
that to go up and deliver a.
Deliver a
Mhm.
trunk into the attic. A heavy
Oh.
trunk
Mhm.
had a body inside. That's
Oh.
my supposition.
Oh.
And remember, Ruth Erickson has not been questioned yet. So they still need to talk to her about why she busted in to break up the rehearsal some. There's Progeny.
Hello.
Hi, Progeny.
So they've done all of this and they've questioned everybody else, but they've not actually Coco. They've not actually questioned the last person to be confirmed to have seen her alive. That makes perfect sense.
No, that's Ruth is George's wife. I did not say supple addict. James. So Ruth is George's wife, not the last person to see. Actually, the last person confirmed to see her would be Kittredge. However,
yeah, that was the one. Sorry, I got
that's
confused.
all right. She was confirmed by multiple people to have left before time of death. So, Lisa, if you can follow that link that I put in earlier to Griff Kai's Discord, that is, she is murder mystery.
Is it
the
still up?
name. I didn't pin it or anything.
Hang on, I
Hello,
can
James K.
I can copy from the chat and just put it in the chat. So I'll take.
Coco. Come here, bud.
So all we need to do today, for sure, is to rule out one suspect. Chat, what I'm thinking is that it is Evelyn Kittredge that we can rule out because multiple people saw her leave before time of death. This is my life. Snarky teenager. Thank you, Mark. So Mark, because he's so good at tagging. If you could go back into that that email thing that we set up, we have to email her.
A good Lord.
And then with the name, the full name. Does that make sense to you guys? That
Who's vibrating?
Not me.
my phone. Shh. Even though I have it on do not disturb, and it's still
It doesn't
hello.
count.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
I could
think
say it was something else, but I won't do that because I don't want to derail the stream.
What was the web address again?
All right. Web address is michellegrayinvestigations.com, I believe.
What was it?
I need to derail the stream and take my freaking horse pill.
Horse pills are no fun.
And some ASMR.
Here's in the letter from Ruth Erickson that was in September. So we're talking just a couple months before.
Our password was what?
Username B Bacon, password Porter, all caps.
Quarter.
P-O-R-T-R.
Oh, porter. Yeah.
Porter.
I thought you said quarter. I was like, what? Quarter what? Oh, come on. It's a bum. There we go. That's better. Right.
Thank you, Cicero. I muted my mic.
Cadence. The password for Cadence was.
Now it should be Louvre. So Louvre. Excuse me, Louvre.
Yes,
Get it
that was
right.
it. That's not how you spell the Louvre.
All caps again.
Yeah.
Louvre.
V-R-E.
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 Louvre. The Louvre.
The Louvre.
Louvre.
Have you been to the Louvre?
Oui.
No.
But I went before they had the glass pyramid. That's how old I am.
Wow.
Okay, so we want to email you.
We want to email clue in the subject line.
Oh, good lord, we've got a lot of. God, we got a lot of out of office emails from her.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Anything
I'm
good in
currently
there?
out of the office. Check back later.
Oh, you did.
I'm just.
And then we're just supposed to use her full name.
Oh, for feck's sake! Now I've got to log back in again.
Uh-oh.
You son of a bitch!
Rude.
Right. Hang on, have I got caps lock on or off?
Aren't they basically suppositories? I mean, let's be honest. Once they get too big to go in the top end, they got to go up the bottom end. I mean, it's just, you know.
Cadence. Louvre.
Not that I've had experience with that in my medical history.
Right, there we go.
Raven knows. Raven knows.
Okay. So we can compose a new message. There we go. Right.
Beautiful. So clue in the subject line, and then
Yep.
Evelyn Kittredge. I would say
God,
common
how the hell
spelling, but
do
I
you
don't.
spell that?
All right. It is-
Kitridge.
Yes.
See, I know these things.
You are smart.
I try to be.
I'm smart. I'm beautiful. And
Right,
gosh darn it.
Evelyn
Okay.
is just Evelyn. Yeah?
Make sure I
We'll just
think
spell the
that
whole name.
sounds right. Evelyn, yes.
And Kittredge. Double T.
Kittridge.
So Kettridge. Is that?
No,
Kit.
Kittridge.
All right. What did I say?
It's a ket, like with an E.
Oh, right. Yeah. I meant Kit.
Get your kit on.
Right. Are we just sending that and the name?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, what are we even doing right now?
We are knocking off one suspect from the possibilities.
Oh.
We are clearing one person. Because then the only other thing we have left to do with what we have so far is
Right.
solve
Okay,
that.
that's what all the out of office things are for.
Matt, I think kit also means like outfit or clothes. Like get your kit off or take your kit off or get your kit on. I think. I don't know. Let's ask the
Right.
Brit.
Yes. What kit here means is, hang on, I'm going to get in closer. Take your kit off now. That's getting clipped.
You made me lean in for that. How dare
That's what she
We're
said.
wearing headphones. We don't need to lean into anything.
Listen. It's for the effect. Raven's not wrong. It was a car that David
Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Oh,
the Hoff.
the Hoff.
The Cylon car. You have to send it to me. I hate hearing my own voice. It's
We all do, right? We all sound
Surprisingly.
different.
Hmm.
Fun fact: my mom went to college with the creator. In fact, I think they were even roommates, like freshman year, something like that, with the creator of American Girl. The whole line of the dolls and stuff. And then she like sold it and
I had Samantha.
made Boku. Did you?
I did. I had Samantha. I had her for my 10th birthday. And I had like all the whole Samantha series. I had Molly. I had Felicity. Samantha. Molly. I can't remember the other girls. Kit was one.
I was about to say, why does it sound like we're talking about drugs?
Kaya is Sue Bear's favorite.
Kaya. I remember
Sugar.
Kaya.
Did we get a response yet?
Yeah, just that she's out of the office. So I presume that's what they all are. Like, just sending in names. and
Boobs indeed, Matt.
Griff Kai must have tried this before or something, and it's just showing up all.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can't get any further because Griff Kai is on a well-deserved river cruise.
Oh.
I have no idea how to do the 3x3 grid cipher yet, and she has all the hints and clues. So
are we at an impasse right now?
we're at an impasse. But hey, this is, I think, all right, hear me out. Like, worst case scenario. She got pregnant. Viola.
Griff
got
Kai?
pregnant.
Oh, wait.
Viola got pregnant.
I was gonna
Put
say,
in on
Griff
an
Kai- I mean, that's a hell of a river cruise.
Right.
Listen, we have fun. We don't kink shame.
It's been known to happen. I'm not.
I mean,
So
so you're saying Olga got pregnant?
no, Viola.
Oh, Viola got pregnant.
Yeah,
Okay.
Went off on an
China got pregnant.
extended rest cure. Had the kid.
Well,
and then comes back. Here's my supposition. Because Ruth was so mad at having Viola around, I wonder if her kid is Viola's kid.
Wait, what? Well, wait. They've done an autopsy, right?
They did an autopsy on Viola, yes.
So would
They
they
weren't
be able
looking
to
for
ascertain
whether or not they-
But whether or not they were looking for it, wouldn't they still be able to ascertain whether or not she had child?
I'll have to look in the forensics report again. I don't know.
I didn't notice anything in the forensics report, but
We don't even know who the father is. The father might be Joe, the stage manager. I don't know.
Or it
I
could still be
suspect.
Hector.
I mean,
There was
yes.
there was a modern autopsy done
A modern after they found the
because
body.
her body wasn't found until now.
Right.
Apparently, yeah. Didn't it still smell or something? I'm like, there shouldn't be a smell after like 80 odd years. I mean, Jesus. I mean, not much anyway. Not that you would notice it. I mean, they've been going up and down into this storeroom for the last 80 years, right?
That's true, Lisa. Had they had found her body then.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They found her body now. We don't give a shit about modesty anymore. So anything and everything will be on the table.
Just slightly
Wait,
juicy.
I'll take the
And
corpse. The corpse was moist. So
Yeah.
moist. I don't have my ASMR voice. I'm too sick.
Raven, shots fired.
I tell you what, I smelt like a brewery the last few days. I mean, that counts, right?
You know what? Let me see
Probably.
if I can pull up the forensic report.
Sister, does that bother you? Does that bother you to keep saying moist? Sister, why are you being so moist right now? That's right.
Yes,
I absolutely-
why are you being so moist?
Why are you being so moist?
Moist. Don't forget to stroke and tickle that moist button.
Wait, what? Dang.
Right
All right, let me. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
This forensic
Yeah.
report is itty bitty.
Do you wish me to read?
I blame all the mucus in my face right now.
Say something again.
Who, me?
Go for
Yeah.
it.
I
Sorry.
don't know what else to say. you guys hear me okay when I talk like this?
Right, now say something.
Darling.
Like
I want to just say something, anything, talk.
I want you to do that.
That's fine. Sorry, my wire was sort of coming half loose, so I get sound in one side, but not in the other side of my headset.
Yes, Cicero is very moist with perspiration. She's perspiring.
So I wanted to check that my headset was working properly because it was.
Why don't I have a chip bag, James? I have a bottle of antibiotics. Will that work? Actually, I have my bag of Ludens.
That works. Oh God, she did clip it.
Oh, Raymond, that's a good one.
I can't even see the chat right now because I turned my glasses off.
Oh, here, let me I'll read it for Judy. Moist, juicy, and wet.
I actually could have done without that, but thank you so much.
Oh wait,
Thank
sprinkle it.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely moist, juicy, and wet. Yes. Shaking that bottle until it's moist, juicy, and wet.
Is that bothering
Wait a
people?
minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, I have ice cream, Stu Bear, but I'm gonna say that for tomorrow.
Moderate anti-mortem.
I had ice cream earlier.
Okay. Maybe I found something.
I am ill also, Cicero. I don't see what the problem is.
Moderate antemortem. Postmortem is after death. Antemortem is before death. Degradation of the sacrotuberous ligament. The subject's weakened pelvis ligaments, could be understood as a result of a physically demanding career, which she did not have, or as a result of movement of the posterior sacral foramina, which
means she
I'm
got
gonna pronounce
laid.
that last thing, or given birth.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, if it came just from being laid, I mean that would have been a hell of a session.
what
do you guys thinking?
I think
I'm thinking baby.
Totally baby. She had a baby.
Yep.
Dang, my eyes are bad.
Ooh. Oh my God, James, that's all I've been doing for the past like 3 days is hydrating. I've had to go pee for like every 20 minutes. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
So did I, but for a different reason.
No, right.
Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm. Who is the daddy is a very good question. My theory right now is that Joey, how you doing, is the father because of them talking in code, and I mean, you don't normally have code going just one way. If you're talking in code to someone, that person's talking back in code as well, or in this, I mean, writing. But yeah, so
and did you say he liked ciphers and things like that? So.
He certainly wrote enough of them because with all stage notes and stuff and the ledgers, there are ciphers in both places. Rehearsal notes that he's in charge of, and the ledgers, which he's also in charge of.
Now, Mrs. Tom makes an interesting point.
I was heading to pluck that one up. Absolutely.
I'll be quite honest with you. I could be the daddy. Just putting it out there.
No, possibilities.
But back in like 1932, 1933, I was putting it about a lot. So
right in Klingonese. Yeah, totally.
But so when I read the full police report, which is not actually 10 pages, there's like a bunch of blanks in there. What the kind of light bulb moment that I had was, wait a minute. What if she gave birth but she couldn't be a single unwed mom and a starlet in New York.
Yeah, of course not.
So
Not in,
therefore, the owners of the theater took the kid. Now, it talks about Ruth being pregnant the previous year. Did she have the baby? Did she lose the baby? It happens.
Mhm.
Um,
About 25% of the time, yeah.
yeah.
Statistically speaking.
So
That's now. That's not then. So it might have been more common then. But
probably more. I mean, you didn't know you were pregnant until that's about the time that's close to the time when my grandmother was being a mom. And she told me you didn't even talk to the doctor until you missed at least 3 cycles.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even, you just don't even, and then it's like, well, let's see if the rabbit dies. So, and we know how often, like, still a lot of people don't announce pregnancies even today until you're past the first trimester.
That's very
Because
true.
that first trimester is so iffy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I lost my first pregnancy in the second trimester, and dang, that was hard.
Yeah.
But my mental status was, if I could just get past that first trimester, then there's a chance of this working out. Did not that time. It did with progeny. Dang, with everything that went wrong with the first pregnancy, everything went right with her. So,
which naturally we are all better off for. Because progeny.
Right.
She's a trip. She is definitely a trip. They had a youth conference over the weekend. And of course, with the Utes, you got to have a game of something. Right?
Oh, no. The Utes.
The Utes.
The Utes.
It was like a Hunger Games kind of a thing in 3 stages. And it was kind of divvied up, the group that you came with, and then they may have added some more in there if the groups were small. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate the sorry for the losses. It is a long time ago.
I was laughing at Raven's comment.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like the first stage, everybody's outside in a large area. Progeny, being the strategist that she is, she just hid, because even you had
that's what I would do.
Strips on your shoulders that if someone yanked it off like flag football, you had 2 lives, and if you lost both lives, then you were dead, but still able to walk around and talk and say somebody's in the book, something like that. So even though people came near her in the first session, she did not pull any flags because she didn't want anyone saying, yo, right over here. The second session was in a slightly smaller area. And again, she just hid. Thankfully, she was wearing all black. And in the desert, it gets dark at night. So she just hid. Third session was indoors. And by then, you should have been able to build a coalition. Now, you may recall that she broke her right wrist over the summer.
Right.
She's still having some issues with it. So she wears a brace. And she's not too shy to use that. Absolutely. Say, guys, be careful. I have a broken. Just let me get through here. She absolutely used it to her advantage.
My God.
She also snuck up behind someone and went grabbed both flags at once and just yanked, which apparently was, I mean, I can't tell you how many kids told me, you have to know what your daughter did. It was a big moment. And so, yeah, that was, she carried her group into the third and final round. She did not win, but she was the last of her group to get out.
Wow.
So that was, yeah, she's a strategist, which is, I mean, she is a ninja. Right now, she wants to go into law, and you have to be a strategist if you want to go into law and be able to,
True.
By the way, the current, the rubber ducky for today is an actual ninja.
I love it.
And
my
Raven,
God,
I
I've got
have
so
looked.
many people on
I
these
don't
tabs.
have a minion one,
Oh,
but
gotta get
I
a
just thought that
minion.
was appropriate for how Progeny did.
Oh, my
Oh,
friends,
excuse me.
it is time that I retire for the night.
And
School
I
tomorrow.
need to get into the water and do
Yes,
some
darling.
exercises. But thank you guys for coming. By
Yes.
this time next week, I bet you we will have figured out if Evelyn Kittredge is directly kicked out of the suspect line. I have a pretty decent timeline as to what happened when that fateful night.
Mm.
And so I look, we made progress.
We did. We made big progress today.
tonight.
We did make big progress tonight.
I still don't have that stupid grid cipher figured out, but we still made progress. And which should be better by then. Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I still want to plan my birthday stream. And hopefully I will be much better by then now that I have antibiotics and stuff. So this should be working really well. I mean, they've worked a lot better even today. Today I don't feel like I'm on the verge of death like I've been feeling the past like 5-6 days.
Sinus infections suck. They just really
Oh, yeah.
They're really terrible. And I haven't had one. I don't even know the last time I had one.
See, and Cicero's sick too. We just
I know, right?
I'm glad we didn't disappoint. Hopefully you had a few laughs. Moist, goosey, oozy. And that's
just remember, gentlemen, if as who was it that said all those words? Was it Raven? Oh, yeah. Moist, juicy, wet, smelly, messy, swamp water. If it's smelly, gentlemen,
take
you're
your
not
kit
supposed
off.
to comment on it. Just say. Oh yes, and don't forget to take your kit off now.
Swamp water.
So much swamp water.
No. That's
If
wrong
it
with
smells
you,
like
girl.
swamp water, don't say anything. Just
I'm with you, girl. All right. So thank you guys for coming. Mark, thank you for popping up, even with your raspy voice. Makes you sound, a little
it's
more
terribly raspy today. I don't know what's.
daring.
I found out today that somebody at the wedding was a little bit sick, so everybody's
Lovely.
like, "Oh God, there's a new strand of a certain thing that we can't mention going around," and yeah, I'm just like, I don't want it. You can keep it.
Thank you, but no.
Thank you, but no, thank you. I will
And-
politely decline.
And
the offer.
which you will be better. You will absolutely be better.
Sorry, I was blowing my
So-
nose.
James.
No. She wasn't blowing her nose.
No.
She was bloviating her nose.
I was bloviating my nose. Okay.
When some people just discover a new word and they may use it properly, but then they just overuse it. And
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
not
So we
actually...
naturally overuse it to take the Mickey.
So much Mickey.
So, Mark?
Oh God. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
You're so kind, Mark.
Bloviating inculcated.
And invigilating.
That's our word.
That is our word. That is our word.
We've overused the hell out of that, and I don't regret any of it.
I regret a single moment. All right, you guys have an awesome, amazing week. I'm sure by this time next week, we'll all be like just obviously in 10% better health at least,
Totally.
as well as
Welcome,
have more
James.
stuff to figure out. So, what is wiggle wiggle? I don't.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Do wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I was doing a bit of that on the dance floor. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't doing side to side. I was going forwards and backwards, but that's beside the point.
Wait, Cicero. The JJ. That was just for you, Cicero. It was just for you. I was trying to remember what they said on Saturday Night Live last night. It was not the JJ, but it was like a the new version of that, and I can't remember, but that's
Oh, I don't know.
all right.
God, they've come up
Right.
with a new word for it.
Good night. Yes, the Rudolph as Kamala Harris. They actually had good choices for the stand-ins, including Dana Carvey as Biden.
Oh my God, brilliant. Fucking brilliant. All right.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
all.
Thanks for coming.